This one is January 2018, Unit 5. Which of the following statement about absolute zero is correct? So what is the meaning of absolute zero? It means at this temperature, the molecular vibration stops. So yeah, that's right. D is the right answer. Temperature at which the internal energy of ideal gas will be least. A gas contains a mixture of nitrogen and oxygen molecule. Oxygen molecules are more massive than nitrogen. Which of the following statement is correct? Basically, what happens when we have the particles, these particles will move at the same speed. Sorry, the particles will have the same kinetic energy, but if their masses are different, the kinetic energy will be same because there in the container is there which is filled with a gas, a mixture of oxygen and nitrogen. So because the temperature of the gas will be constant, so it means the kinetic energy of the particle will be same. Like kinetic energy of the oxygen particle will be same as kinetic energy of nitrogen. But oxygen particle, because they're massive, they will move slower, and lighter nitrogen, which is lighter, its particle will move faster. Which of the following statement is correct? And average of all molecule on average all molecule have same speed. That is wrong, because they will have different mass, they have different speed, but the kinetic energy half mv square will be same because they are present as a gas mixture, so they should have the same temperature. Overall, on average, all molecules have the same kinetic energy. That is the right one. On average, nitrogen molecule have more. That is wrong. On average, speed of nitrogen molecule is less. No, it won't be less. It should be more, because nitrogen particles are lighter, so they will move faster. In question 3, a mass hung from a spring is set in vertical oscillation, amplitude x0, the total energy E0. Which of the expression gives the total energy? For if the amplitude is reduced to half, so basically because it's the vibration is there due to the spring, so energy stored is equals to half kx square. Basically, energy stored is half F into x, and F is equals to kx. So we can say half kx square. So half is constant, k is constant. What happened to amplitude? Originally, the amplitude was x0, but now the amplitude is x0 by 2, half. So if the amplitude is half, what will happen to energy? So its energy will decrease by 4. So D will be the right answer. Is it clear, discussion? Then a brass ring and a gold ring are supplied with the same amount of thermal energy. The brass ring has a half mass than the gold ring, but the specific heat capacity for brass is 3 times the specific heat capacity of a gold. Which of the following is the ratio? So basically, a brass ring and a gold ring are supplied same amount of energy. So energy absorbed by the brass is equals to energy absorbed by the gold, and E is equals to Cm delta T. So specific heat of a brass, mass of a brass, and delta T of a brass. And here, specific heat of the gold, mass of the gold, and temperature change of the gold. So they mention here the brass ring has a half mass. So if this is this will be m by 2, this will be m. And the specific heat capacity is 3 times. So if this specific heat capacity is 3C, and this one will be C. So we need temperature change of a brass divided by temperature change of a gold. M will cancel with M. This M will cancel. So this is here 3 by 2. So I can say 3 by 2, the temperature of a brass equal to temperature of gold. Or temperature of a brass is equals to 2 by 3 times the temperature of gold. So 2 by 3. So in that case, it matches with option B. Question 5, technician is planning to use a radioactive source to check the calibration of the counter. The source should have a large decay rate. State how in the table result in a large decay rate. Yeah, that's right. If a sample is having a large decay rate, so number of unstable nuclei in the source will be large, and the half-life will be shorter. In question 6, the distance to two stars are being determined using a trigonometric parallax. Radiation flux from star P is greater than radiation than from star Q. The parallax angle of P is greater than parallax angle of Q. So when we see, look, if a parallax angle is closer, what is the meaning of parallax angle? Like parallax angle, like when we observe this star, when we focus on any one of the star, like we are focusing on this star, and these are the background stars. So when we observe this star, after a 6-month duration, this angle is known as a parallax angle. So when the stars are closer, this parallax angle will be longer, means greater. But if star is far away from us, then what will be the result? This parallax angle will be smaller. So this trigonometric parallax can only be used for stars which are closer to us. And we consider they are not moving, they are stationary with respect to their background. So they mention here the radiation flux of P is greater than Q, and the parallax angle of P is greater. So it means P is having, like we are receiving more radiation from the P. The radiation flux of P, amount of radiation emitted per second is more. And same thing, P is having a large angle, so it means it is closer as well. So C is the right answer. Why not A? P has a greater luminosity than Q. Luminosity means power, how much energy is coming on unit area in 1 second. So that depends on the temperature of the star rather than the distance of the star. And luminosity vary with the distance as well. If a star is closer, it will appear to be more luminous as compared to a star which is far away from us. The diagram shows the time of a pendulum. Which of the following statement is correct? Look, if we are making a vibration P, so the resonance will occur, and which one will vibrate with the maximum amplitude? Because the length of a P matches with length of Y. So when P is vibrating, the Y will also vibrate. Other will vibrate, but maximum energy transfer to Y. So which one will have the Y will have the largest possible amplitude, because maximum amount of energy transfer when the natural frequency is equals to applied frequency, and in this case likely they will have the same frequency, so that's why maximum energy transfer. So B is the right answer. Astrophysicist has determined a value of age of universe using, so they use a Hubble's constant, because reciprocal of the Hubble constant is actually the age of the universe, which is a time. And there is an uncertainty in measurement of the Hubble constant. That's why there is also an uncertainty in the age of the universe. The temperature scale of Hertzsprung-Russell is not complete. So always remember that it starts with a higher value and then it decreases. And it's like multiplication and division. So this is 6,000. So this will be double of 6,000, which is 12,000. And this will be half of 3,000. So this will be half of 6,000, which is 3,000. So one should be 12,000. Another one is 3,000. So D will be the right answer. Like it is a multiple factor, the scale of multiple factor, like 3,000 will become 1,500. Some buildings are designed to withstand the earthquake. Energy from the earthquake wave is dissipated by deforming some parts into the building. For this to be effective, these parts and building must be, so they should undergo a plastic deformation, like can absorb greater amount of energy before they break. Not elastic. Otherwise, if it was elastic, then what happened? The building will return back to the same original length, shape, size. So it will also cause, like it will continuously vibrate. So B is the right answer. But these earthquakes, so the building, they should deform and plastically deform so that it can remove the energy from the system.